Beneath the layers of earth, hidden under silence, time, and dust, an ancient secret waited. Close your eyes. Imagine standing inside a vast underground chamber. The air is cold, untouched for hundreds of thousands of years. Your torch flickers, and then you see them. Bones, not like ours, not like anything we expected. Deep in the dark, carved into the limestone of a forgotten world, lies the story of a human species we were never supposed to find. A species that reshapes everything we thought we knew about ourselves. Our origins, our intelligence, and the fragile branches of our evolutionary tree. This is the tale of a discovery so improbable, so astonishing, that it forced science to rewrite humanity's past. This is the human species we were not supposed to discover. It began in 2013 in a remote corner of South Africa's Cradle of Humankind, a labyrinth of ancient caves carved by time itself. For years, only darkness had lived there. But then 6 scientists lowered themselves through a crack barely wide enough for a human body. A chute so narrow that only the smallest researchers could fit. A vertical funnel that swallowed light and sound. At the bottom of this impossible descent, in a chamber never meant to be found, they uncovered something extraordinary. A collection of bones, hundreds of them, scattered across the cave floor. Human, yet not. They would soon give this species a name that would echo across paleoanthropology. Homo Naledi, a small-brained hominin, but one who moved, lived, and perhaps even thought in ways that defied expectations. The world had no idea yet, but this was the beginning of a scientific earthquake. At first glance, Homo Naledi looked like a puzzle built from incompatible pieces. Their skulls were small, far smaller than modern humans. Brain volume similar to that of a chimpanzee, a size that, in theory, should limit complex behavior. And yet, their hands were extraordinary, long, curved fingers built for climbing, but with thumbs shaped for precision. Their wrists looked surprisingly modern, capable of controlled manipulation, perhaps even crafting simple tools. Their feet, shockingly, were almost identical to ours, built for long-distance walking. Their hips and shoulders spoke of a body still at home in the trees, a climber's frame adapting to a walker's world. This wasn't a creature moving neatly along a straight evolutionary path. This was something far stranger, a mosaic of past and future blended into one. But the bones themselves weren't the real mystery. It was where they were found. Deep inside a chamber with no evidence of water flow. No signs of predators dragging remains. No sudden catastrophe. The bones appear to have been placed there, carefully, repeatedly, across generations. If true, it meant one thing. A species with a brain the size of an orange may have been deliberately disposing of their dead, a behavior once thought exclusive to modern humans. Even Neanderthals had limited evidence of intentional burial. So how could a small-brained hominin understand death this way? The answer may lie not in brain size, but brain organization. Somewhere inside those small skulls, neural pathways may have formed new ways of interpreting the world, new emotions, new rituals, new understandings. Homo Naledi might have been more than just another ancient human. They might have been a species with the first whispers of symbolic thought. For years, scientists debated how old these bones were. Early estimates suggested they could be 2 million years old, a time when small-brained species were common. But then, the dating results came back. Not 2 million years, not 1 million, not even 500,000. The bones were as young as 230,000 years. That meant Homo Naledi lived alongside early Homo sapiens, Neanderthals, Denisovans, 3 intelligent human species, and a 4th with a small brain and ancient anatomy, living shoulder to shoulder with us. The world we thought we understood, a world where brain size dictated intelligence, collapsed instantly. Human evolution was no longer a ladder. It was a forest, a tangled web of species crossing paths, sharing landscapes, and perhaps even influencing one another. Imagine them, standing barely 5 feet tall. Lean, agile bodies built for climbing cliffs and navigating tight spaces. Hands capable of crafting simple tools. Eyes watching the world with an intelligence we underestimated for far too long. They likely lived in small groups, moving between rocky highlands and forest edges. Their world was filled with predators, giant hyenas, saber-toothed cats, and ancient leopards. To survive, they needed cooperation, communication, social bonds, perhaps even rituals. And as humans like us emerged across Africa, Homo naledi continued their quiet existence, holding on to traditions older than our species. They survived by living in the margins, in landscapes we rarely ventured into, and caves were too large to enter. Caves that would one day keep their secrets safe for hundreds of thousands of years. Their entire world lived and died inside darkness. Narrow passages, hidden chambers, a tomb sealed by geology and time. If not for a single crack in the limestone, if not for a team daring enough to crawl where no one else would, if not for a collapse that exposed the chamber millions of years later, Homo naledi might have vanished without ever being known. We were never meant to meet them, and yet here they are, their bones whispering across time, reshaping everything we believe about human origins. Even today, Homo naledi remains one of anthropology's greatest enigmas. Did they create simple symbols on the cave walls? Were their burials truly intentional? Did they cross paths with early Homo sapiens? And if so, what happened? Most importantly, what does it mean when a species with a small brain shows behaviors once reserved for our own? Could intelligence emerge in different forms, in different architectures, in ways we are only beginning to understand? Homo naledi forces us to face a profound truth. Humanity is not defined by size, but by complexity, adaptation, and the ability to find meaning, even in the shadows. We once believed we were the only truly intelligent beings in our lineage. We were wrong. Deep below the earth, in a silent chamber untouched by time, another species left behind a message without words. You were never alone. The human story is bigger, stranger, and more mysterious than we ever imagined. Our origins are not a straight line, but a constellation of forgotten cousins, species that lived, dreamed, and disappeared long before our own rise. And somewhere in the dark, Homo naledi still waits for us to uncover the rest of their story. If this discovery teaches us anything, it is this: the past is not dead. It is buried, waiting for the right moment to remind us who we really are. If you want to continue exploring the hidden chapters of our evolutionary story, subscribe to Lifonix and step deeper into the world where science and imagination meet.
Continue the journey with Lifonix.